right, gang, we're back with our Metcon for our in-gym program for Friday, October 23rd. Shorter sprint workout today, 21:15:9 of sumo deadlifts and burpees over the bar. You'll stop every minute on the minute to complete 6 sit-ups. Also, the opportunity to go a bit heavier today on our barbell, 135/95 is prescribed, 155/110 is RX plus. Let's talk about that sumo deadlift first. Start with your feet about shoulder width, then slide each foot out about 3 inches. You maybe need to make some more adjustment once you're here. So this is just a general starting point for us. Toes should be pointed out 10 degrees or so. And then when we're in this bottom position, I want you to check your shins and make sure that you can get your knees wide enough to where your knee is staying stacked over your ankle. That means you're going to have a vertical shin side to side, so no knees in, as well as you're going to try to keep that vertical shin front to back. So from that side setup, we want to make sure we have no forward lean, keeping that shin back, pushing those hips back. When you're set up in this bottom position, your sternum is going to be right over top of that bar. So coming back to that setup, shins are going to start on the bar, toes slightly out, knees wide, pushing those hips back, and then our hands are going to be directly beneath our shoulders. Before we pull, let's go ahead and spin sideways here one more time. Before we pull, I want you to think about reaching long through the back of your neck, straight line from that head down to your tailbone, already having tension on the bar. Remember, we don't go from slack and then yank. Get tight, get long, squeeze your butt to stand. Sumo deadlift is one where it's really easy to lean back at the top, so make sure you're just standing straight up and tight. Then we're going to send those hips back, keep that bar on our leg, bend the knee only once the bar is below the knee. Check that neck again, squeeze your butt to get back to the top. These are really easy to rep through very quickly, so make sure you're just keeping a pace that's going to allow you to keep good technique. Even though 135/95 is prescribed, pick a weight today that if you really had to do that set unbroken, you could. That's going to get you in the range of how heavy, that set of 21 unbroken, excuse me. That's going to get you in the range of how heavy you should be for this workout, but you don't necessarily need to do those reps unbroken in the workout because we do need to manage that heart rate. So maybe break it up into 2, 3 sets to get up to 21. From there, we've got our burpee over the bar. These are going to be lateral today. Think about breathing out on the way down. As we pop over that bar, if we have the ability, 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing, so we're training that lateral jump. Don't need to stand all the way up on those. Just get up enough to where you can clear that bar. Think hard about breathing on those burpees. We all tend to hold our breath there. Doesn't have to be a specific breathing pattern, like always out on the ground, always in when you're coming up. If you'll just think about constantly in or out, it's going to help you manage that breathing, get more air in, keep that heart rate down. Need to push the pace on both these movements a bit because you're racing against that clock to get as much done before that minute rolls over. Then you've got those 6 sit-ups. On sit-ups today, we're going for bent knee sit-ups. Breathe in on the way back, out on the way up, and use that specific cue of throwing your elbow towards your hips, then reaching forward. That's going to help you roll up one vertebrae at a time. It's going to give you a little more contraction through your abs, and it's going to keep you from hinging up and using your hips too much. Don't waste time on those. Transition into those quickly, and then get back to whatever movement you left off on so that you're not wasting a lot of that minute to complete those sit-ups. As you get closer to finishing up, when you're in that round of 9, strategize with where you're at. That may be where you really pick up the pace. That's what happened to me on this workout. I knew that I could get those in within that last minute. I was right at that round of 9. So gave me the motivation to push extra hard to finish that last round before that next minute rolled over. Besides that, score today is going to be time. Be sure you keep good technique on everything. Good luck on our Metcon, and we've got a longer partner workout for our Saturday Metcon. So good luck once again, and we'll see you guys back on Saturday.